Alright guys, it's gone over everything. You already know. Today we have special guests.
What up?
Me and Juanila, we run this, but we have... Go ahead, introduce yourselves.
My name is Kareem.
Hi, Jordan Swan.
And today we're going to be talking about a topic called the other side of Jesus. To start off, I think Juanila wants to say something.
Hey! Well, man, the thing is, I love Jesus, guys. I really like Jesus. But, the thing is, Jesus was a cool dude, man. I feel like people are being legalistic and talking about all these laws and all this stuff, making Jesus sound bad. Jesus is a cool dude. He allowed me to go do my stuff, you know what I mean? But come back and he still loves me. What? Don't you agree, son?
I think I do. It just seemed like to me how we can just we can I guess do whatever we really want and then just come back and then get forgiven. There's nothing else to it,
He's like, come to me.
Forgiveness, right?
Yeah,
Forgiveness and love.
Yeah, he says your sins will be white as snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this t-shirt.
Wait. See, you guys are painting a portrait of this one side of Jesus, but you're forgetting about his whole other side, man.
Huh?
Listen, in John chapter 2, right, verse 13, he talks about a story, right? It's a story that John wrote, and it shows that Jesus is going to the temple, right? And you see that there's people in the temple, they're selling, they're trading, and he makes a whip out of cords.
Wait a minute. He makes a what?
A whip.
Nah, I mean,
A whip, like
slave.
Nah. Which Bible do you read, son?
The Bible. Listen, so he makes a cord out of whip, and he drives out all the people selling money. He flips tables. He opens up the money banks, and he says, "Get out of here."
Is that the Jesus I know?
Forgiving, loving Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. That it's the same Jesus.
Wow. See, he wasn't really upset.
No. Which
What
verse is that?
Listen, but understand this is the reason why he said it.
Before you go, which verse is this, man?
I'm gonna start with it's 13. It goes onward, but I want you to read verse
John
16.
chapter 2?
John chapter 2.
Oh, okay.
Look at verse 16. It says, "And he said to those who sold doves, take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a house of merchandise." Now listen to this. Some versions say, "Do not make my house a house of business." You see, how many times a day do we make churches, do we make our church just a place of business? We go in there, we take care of our business, we leave, and then that's it. That's all our connection to it. Business, and that's it. You see, what Jesus is trying to show us is that this other side, that you have to stand up for what's right. You have to stand up for what you believe in and make it, real.
Wait, you're not? Okay.
You know what I find interesting too is Jesus wasn't being offended. It wasn't offending him. It was offending his father's house, and that's why he got upset. So he wasn't directing his anger at the people's faults and stuff. It was their wrongdoing. That's what he was really upset for.
So it wasn't even that. So it's crazy how Jesus is so selfless, and he's not even getting upset for himself.
Yeah.
He's getting upset because people were disrespecting his father's house.
Yeah.
And just to come off what you were saying when people make the house of God a place of business, it's I guess a lot of the times the church in a way gets a bit too free and just letting people come in, just do whatever they want. Like for example, just have them kind of do whatever they want, just like how the merchants came in, just sold whatever they want, the dogs, the pigs, all that stuff. And maybe sometimes we let people come to the church and do whatever they want and kind of lose sight in that. We should allow people that
Wait.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole job of the church? To get more people, man. We need that membership out there. You know what I mean? We are the most growing church in North America now. So the statistics are looking good, man. Isn't that good?
See, it's funny too, because I do remember, I remember one pastor, I can't really recall who it was, but he was saying that, revival and just the growing of the church, it's not about the number. It's about the growth of the people coming in and how much they've grown when they're going out spreading the gospel. So it's not even about how many members you have, it's about how many people are actually coming to Christ and being saved.
It's important, man, because the church and how things are going has somehow become a marketing strategy. Oh yeah, we do this event, this evangelism, get more members. It's all about the list. And those members are not being taught, they're not being well fed, and they end up going out. So it's like a passage area in and out.
So it seems like it's just more about the numbers and actually, cultivating a spiritual life in the people that come into the church.
I mean, I think our problem with that is, like I've said, like we're only showing one side of Jesus. So once you meet the real Jesus, things will change. Your lifestyle will change. The way you see things will change. And for me personally, it was until I read the Bible where I went through the book of John, I was like, man, this Jesus, he's actually a pretty cool dude. I mean, he called the Pharisees you brutal vipers. He stood up for what he believed in. I was like, man, I want to follow someone who's going to stand up for what they believe in.
No, that's what I'm talking about. It's Jesus who's a man, who knows the man of the house. You know what I mean? But so let me wrap this up and get this clear, guys. So you guys are telling me that Jesus, who we are talking about now, is a Jesus who loves you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Loves you, Karim. But at the same time, this love is divided into two parts. There's a love that he loves you, but then part of this love also says that, are you willing to work with me? Are you willing to follow my commandments? Are you willing to change? So he loves you in the condition that you are willing to work with him. You are willing to change. You are willing to work with God's will. Is this the type of Jesus you get?
Yeah, and pretty much just to wrap it up completely and to hear is, Jesus said, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. All right, guys, got over everything. Right below, join the conversation. We want to know what you think.
See you later.
Yes.